Deadbeat brother steals my car, crashes it, and gets the night in jail he deserves. OKOP. This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And John, do you hear that?
I do. I think I do.
That's the sound of a story brewing deep under the mountains of Mordor. We're going to summon it from the depths, bring it to the surface, and tell you the most precious story of all time.
Oh, wow. What a way to get into the story.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been flying. I just imagine myself flying on the back of a dragon through the mountains of Mordor.
I'm making some Lord of the Rings references for all you non-nerds out there.
Or maybe they're the nerds.
Yeah, they're the nerds for not
nerds.
knowing. Yeah, John and I, we know nerd shit and we know sports.
Sports.
Brought to you by sports.
Yes.
Deadbeat brother steals my car, crashes it, and gets the night in jail he deserves.
Why do deadbeat brothers be doing this?
Yeah, bro. Why don't you make a sick beat like this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm 21, have an older brother, Dave, that has always been a jerk to me. There's only a 1-year gap between us, but he liked to beat me up when we were kids, and he always acted like anything that was mine was also his.
Frickin' Dave.
Frickin' Dave. He was also somewhat of a golden child, not in that he was gold, but that OP's parents liked Dave more than OP. And that made me miserable. So no surprise I moved out at 18. My uncle is now a retired police officer, and he took me in after I left home. He even hooked me up with a decommissioned Crown Vic, and I absolutely love the car.
More power to you, but as a former Crown Vic owner,
it's a very regular car.
It's a very regular car.
But like maybe he's having respect for the things he owns.
There we go.
And pride in the things he owns.
I like it.
Just like I have pride in this little rock stone
crystal.
This crystal.
Hey, how dare you disrespect that fine crystal by calling it a rock, sir?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, this is
the respect it deserves
from the caves of Mordor.
There we go.
We're bringing back Lord of the Ring references for you. I don't know why, but Dave hated the fact I had that car. He drove 3 beater cars into the ground while my Crown Vic kept chugging along. Go Crown Vics, sturdy vehicles you can always depend on. Well, after his 3rd beater finally died when he drove it into a pole, man's not a good driver. He asked to borrow my car, which So
you're going to lend him your car if he drives into a freaking pole, bro?
If a friend is like, hey, bro, I just totaled my car and I totaled the other 2 cars. I need to use your car. I'm going to be like, bro, I don't know if you have a really good trajectory with cars. Maybe I could, get you an Uber or something.
They give you a bus pass, bro. Yeah. Like, come on, driving car into a pole, bro. Driving a car into a pole.
It's not even moving.
That's all you. That's all you. Like, if you got hit by another car, fine. And 3 times, no.
Anyway, I had a bad feeling and said I wasn't going to do that. He called me entitled, and he said he needed the car to get to work. OP is entitled, bro. You just ran frickin' 3 cars into the ground. I told him to take the bus. Because I know how he drives, and my Crown Vic is off limits. It's a royal car.
The crown jewel of Crown Vics.
Yeah, the crown jewel. My parents called me after that and told me to just lend him my car. I said I won't, no matter what they say. Opie's sticking his ground.
Shut up, mama.
Yeah. I rely on the car and need it as well since it's my personal transportation. Dave wasn't the only one in the world with a job he needed to get to. Bro, Opie has a job. My uncle congratulated me for standing up to them and gave me a high five.
Yeah.
A few days later, when I got off of work, the car wasn't where I parked it. It was missing.
Uh-oh.
I called my brother's cell, but he didn't pick up. Then I called my parents and asked if he took my car. They denied it. So I said, okay, I guess I'm going to call the cops to see who stole my car. Mm-hmm. And then they admitted he borrowed the car.
Oh my God.
Because he needed it. I told them he better bring it back right now or I'll have the police looking for him. They called me a jerk and then phoned Dave to bring the car back. He showed back up in the parking lot in my car 20 minutes later, and I demanded to know how he stole my car. Because, like, Dave stole his car.
Yeah.
It was locked.
He stole his car, for sure.
And he held up a set of police Crown Vic keys that he'd bought online. Apparently, some were made universal, which means you can open any Crown Vic in the world.
Bro, that is such a horrendous flaw.
Major security.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Bro, that...
We just exposed all of our audience and grew a new breed of car thieves.
Yeah,
now you can just buy one off eBay.
See people just joyriding at cop cars all over the place.
It's like a couple days later. In the United States, there's a Crown Vic emergency. People are stealing Crown Vics everywhere with these universal keys. Some trace back the spur in this new development back to OKOP.
The world's leading Reddit story readers.
Oh, man, those guys are so funny and good looking. Man, thanks, radio and TV hosts.
Yeah, I like how it was like a 1950s radio announcer.
Check back in, extra.
Extra.
Read all about it. I told him if he ever stole my car again, I'd have him arrested. Then he had the audacity to ask me for a ride home after he stole his car. I told him he made me wait in December cold after stealing my car.
Oh.
So the fair thing to do was to just walk home. He called me a jackbutt before I drove away. After that, my uncle installed a tracking device in the car. Smart. Dude, this uncle's a homie, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to the
hooking
uncle.
it up.
Yeah.
When Christmas Day came, I was celebrating with family like every year. The roads were cold and icy. Foreshadowing.
I do not like on Christmas, bro. Come on.
So I had to be very careful while driving. By now, you're probably clued in on the title. Yeah, Dave borrowed my car, during the Christmas party. Apparently, he decided he was going to go pick up a friend and figured I wouldn't notice. Dude, Dave's dumb.
Bro, Dave is a freaking idiot.
But OP did something before, right? I pulled up the tracking app and saw that he was a few miles away because now he has that tracking in the car.
Right.
Then I called his cell to yell at him. And everyone at the party saw this and asked what the heck was going on. I said, Dave stole my car again. And my uncle confirmed it wasn't the first time. Dave told me over the phone to screw off and he'd be back soon. I said he'd better not have been drinking, but he just hung up on me.
Oh my God.
Well, while I was watching the tracker app, the dot stopped and didn't move for a while. Soon, we got a panic call from Dave asking for help. He'd crashed the car because he couldn't handle the icy roads and he wasn't used to rear-wheel driving vehicle. So we piled in my parents' minivan and followed the tracker.
Dave.
We found Dave by the road and my Crown Vic, my crown jewel's nose deep in a snow-filled ditch.
No.
My uncle was furious as it was formerly a car from his police department. And I was mad as hell at Dave for stealing my car again. Dave, what are you doing?
Bro.
If you're going to steal a car, at least don't damage it. That's car thieving ethics right there.
Advice, baby.
My parents wanted me to let it go. This is the second time. You let it go the first time. You're asking me to let it go again?
When does this stop, guys?
Yeah, bro. But I said enough was enough and I'm going to call the police. Dave begged me not to because he really had been drinking before he set off and he'd get a DUI. I said he was going to pay me back for the damn car or I'd sue him. Well, as luck would have it, the police were aware of the accident and were driving in to check on the scene. Someone else had called them, I guess. My parents tried to say that I was the one driving the car and they were just there to help me.
What is with these parents?
Bro, the parents are trying to get OP arrested.
Oh my God.
I said that wasn't true and my uncle backed me up. In fact, one of the cops that was there recognized my uncle and they had a chat. Then they went to Dave and asked to see his license, which they found out was suspended after he crashed his previous car.
Dave, why, Dave?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Then they breath tested him. He wound out with cuffs slapped in his wrists while my mother was crying and begging the police not to take him away. Don't take away our baby. But the other officer just said that she and my dad could get arrested too for lying to the police. That shut my parents up. So we piled back in the minivan. The Christmas party was ended early for obvious reasons, and my parents drove me and my uncle home since he rode with me. They didn't say much to each other the whole drive and just sped away as soon as we were out of their van. They nearly slipped off the road themselves doing that. Freaking double car crash almost. My brother was let out of jail the next day, and he looked so scared that he was practically crying. The cops there had roughed him up a bit while talking about prison and the crap they had seen go on there. Dave had actually pissed himself during that, and they let him take a shower. Damn, they scared him to pissing. That's when my uncle started cracking up and revealed to us that his friends in the department never filed the DUI and just the charge for the suspended license. So basically, it was like a prank.
Wow, they let him off easy.
Let him off easy.
They could have destroyed him.
The ticket was about $600, and my uncle said he wanted it to teach Dave a lesson, which is a lesson Dave sorely needs.
Truly.
And this would be the one and only time he'd ever help. Dave then apologized to me and said he'd pay to have my Crown Vic fixed and would never touch it again. When it got pulled out of the ditch, the front end damage was actually minor. It needs a new front bumper, a headlight, and a grill. The damage was just superficial, thankfully. And my parents have pretty much glossed over the whole incident and act like it didn't happen.
Bro.
Dave gave me the extra Crown Vic keys he bought online, and he said that it's taught him a lesson that he'd soon not forget.
Okay. Well,
so hopefully the Dave learned his lesson. Hopefully.
I mean, honestly, in many of these stories, people don't learn the lesson. So I am happy that at least someone says, you know what? I was dumb.
Yeah.
I
maybe there'll be an
learned.
update. Who knows?
Move on. Oh, there is an update?
Maybe.
We'll
see. But you know what you should always update?
Oh.
That button from unsubscribe to subscribed and unfollowed to follow. Follow us on TikTok, Spotify, YouTube.
All the places.
And support us on Patreon with Kathy Quigley.
Kathy Quigley.
She's helping us out.
Shout out, and we'll see you next time.
See you soon.